Welcome to Valerie's Real Talk Podcast. My name is Valerie Smith, and I'm your host. Today is episode 17, and I'm going to speak to you about your purpose and your gifts. As we approach midways of January of 2024, can you believe how fast time is going? But however, it doesn't have to go too fast. We can be in the present moment to really think about what is my purpose. And sometimes when you are thinking about what is your purpose in life, do you think of your job title? Do you think about what you're doing that's impacting the world? Or are you thinking about what people are thinking about you and what you're doing in this lifetime? I think that sometimes as a human being, we do like to be validated by others or our titles and what we do on a daily basis, but it hasn't been what we call defined about who we really are and our purpose. And I really want you to really think about it every day, is when you wake up in the morning, what gets you happy in the morning? Is it something that you do that makes you happy, that's going to bring impact to the world? Because we know the world is changing. And if you can do one thing right now that can help someone, what will it be? What would it be? What gifts do you have that can show that you were made to do this, to bring about your purpose? Because we don't think about it. Because every day someone is going to work. Someone's living within their job title. And maybe they are using the gifts that God has given them for the purpose that they're supposed to be doing. And sometimes you could be working a job you hate. You could be doing something that you just don't like. And you're trying to figure out, what is that thing that's pulling at me that I really want to do, but you're not doing it. And that's why you had to discover what your gifts are and what is your purpose. And I always believe that you should always be working within your strengths, because we all have it. We all have it. Sometimes we ignore it, but it's sitting right there within inside of you. And when has it been a time where you just sat in silence just to figure out things? I'm not talking about sit in silence and have your phone and your laptop, your iPad. I'm just saying you need to shut it down. And sometimes it's scary to go into silence. I remember having this conversation with my sister, Sandra Smith, and she said that when I was speaking on the phone with an individual trying to solve a problem, and this is like maybe a telephone bill, or it could have been a bill, and I'm trying to help this person out because I used to be in customer service, and I'm trying to get them to look at this and this and that, and then they'll go into silence, and then I start talking again. And my sister said, have you ever thought about maybe if you just went into silence and let this person figure out what it is, and then they can come back and say, well, what do you think? And I start thinking, I said, maybe my sister is right. Because silence is golden. Because sometimes we try to fill this silence that we have on the daily basis. Sometimes it happens in meetings where it's complete silence, like crickets, and everybody's trying to figure out who's going to be next, who's going to speak, and you got that person who just jumps right in. But my thing is, we have to get grounded with ourselves. If we really want to understand our purpose, we all have to do it. We need to shut everything down. have a journal or a pad of paper where we can sit down and write out our thoughts. What is it that you want to do that can bring impact to the world? What is that gift that you're known for that can fulfill your purpose? Because we're always asking, what is my purpose in life? And it lies within us, but because we are filling our calendars full of stuff, we're forgetting who we are. If you're just thinking you're just a job title, you need to stop. That's just your job title. But the thing is, what makes that job title so unique? That's where you got to get beyond the title. Because we all have uniqueness. And I always speak about the soul. We all have a soul, even though we don't talk about it, but our soul speaks to us. We ignore it. The only, they say people like humans don't listen to their intuition, but animals do. When they see danger, they go to higher ground. They don't think about it. They just do it. They go by natural laws. But human beings, do we go by natural laws, our instincts? Do we listen to the voice when the voice is telling us what we need to do? Or are we just trying to do it ourselves? And that happens all the time. But you have greatness in you. You have this thing, this gift, that's part of your purpose, that's screaming to come out. Screaming to come out. And you know what it is. But you're trying to dim your light so you can fit in. Stop that. This is 2024. It's transformation time. It's time to be that visionary about who you are and to bring it into its fruition to touch lives. You can touch people on the internet. You can touch lives at your job. You can touch lives when you're volunteering. There are so many things that you can do. You can talk to someone on the street and they know there's something about you that is special. And you know what it is. And you have to sit down with your journal, with your pad of paper, and write down the vision. Write down the vision. Write down your gifts. Once you understand the vision and your gifts and your strengths, you will find your purpose. So I want to give you homework, and that homework is to bring out that pad of paper, bring out that journal. I want you to write down all your gifts. Everything that you're known for, that you're gifted for, that you love, that you can wake up every morning and you can do it. What are your strengths that you're known for? And you could do it in your sleep. You can do whatever this skill is. This is a strength of yours. And you do it so well that people call on you about. Because everyone has a purpose in their life, but we have to stand still. Stand still to hear your inner voice. Because you need to know your purpose and your gifts. I want to say thank you for joining me today at Valerie's R.E.A.L Talk. My name is Valerie Smith, and I look forward to seeing you next week for episode 18.